Happy Wednesday, friends. Every Wednesday, starting at 4 o'clock, is Wednesday webinars with John. And I'll be sharing my favorite EdTech tips, tricks, tools, and solutions with a group of schools, districts from across the country. Wednesday webinars with John start next week, October 6th. 2021. There is still time to register as an individual or as a school district if you're interested in hanging out with me for the 2021 school year. Webinars start again next Wednesday, October 6th, and go all the way through the end of May. We'll do one a week, take some breaks for Thanksgiving, Christmas here and there. But every Wednesday, 4 to 5:30, I'll be providing a unique webinar that shares some of my favorite EdTech tools and topics. I'll throw up the schedule for the month of October so that you can check it out. This is the schedule. Zoom in so you can take a closer look. Here we go. So first session next week is what's new with Google. Then we'll do elementary teaching toolbox. This is my teaching toolbox series. I'm going to be doing a long series. We're going to cover every discipline and subject area, grade level, sharing my favorite tools. And we'll kick things off on the 13th with my elementary teaching toolbox. The week following is my science teaching toolbox. We'll be talking about some of my favorite science tools for Chromebooks and web-based classroom, and then wrap things up in October with language arts. If your subject area is not listed there, no worries. We'll be covering that in a subsequent Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the schedule into the chat. And if you wish to take a look at the full schedule, you can do so. There, let me grab this link. The cost, putting together all of these webinars is no small feat. This is not a free program, but I do think it is a good value. Wednesday webinars are $99 for the year. So you get access to all 30 sessions for the school year. You can pick and choose. You're certainly not expected to attend every single one. That would be a lot of sessions. You pick and choose the sessions that you wish to attend, the ones that look interesting to you. My hope is that at least once per week, once per month, there will be a session that is of interest to you. So here's the schedule. I just found it in Google Drive. This also has the link to register and get all more information in there as well. So if you're interested, check that link out and let me know. I'm excited. We've got quite a few people who signed up. I did this last week and I had a few people sign up. Here are the districts. I think this is everyone. All the school districts that are registered for the year so far. Mobile Tech Solutions is an IT service company out of Ohio. All of their schools will have access. Imlay City Schools in Michigan, Livingston Christian, Upper Sandusky in Ohio, Guardian Angels, and St. Charles Community as well. So these schools have registered as a school district, which means all of their teachers get access. They can pick and choose which sessions they're interested in. The district registration is pretty cost effective depending on the size of your school. If you're interested, I'll drop the link to the district information, but the district cost is $1,000 plus $25 per teacher. So that's a pretty good value. If you have more than 10 teachers who would sign up, then the district subscription will be a better value for you. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link to the district registration info. If you're a school administrator, tech coach, you'll have access to all of that in there as well. Well, I want to take a break from the sales pitch and tell you about something that I recently discovered that you might be interested in. And this is the kind of stuff that we'll share during the webinar. So currently I am wearing my Google Sites shirt. If you haven't picked up on this, I have a Google shirt for all of the different Google products. All right, I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes tour here. So I'm going to turn the camera the other way and show you my office. So right over there, that is my shirt collection. And I think I have like 15 shirts or something for all the different Google products. So I try to wear whatever shirt of the primary tool that I'm talking about. So I've got a new Google Sites trick that I recently figured out, which is pretty helpful. Google Sites is one of the Wednesday webinar topics that we'll discuss. I don't think I'm doing this one till quite a bit later in the year. I think second semester is when we're going to talk about Google Sites, probably in March or April, as I recall. But I'll give you a little tip here. So this is, here's a Google site that I was working on. And this is like a class project. So let's pretend you want to do a class project. This one is on ecosystems. So every student is going to design a site like this, but you don't want them to have to build out the entire site. You don't want them to create the pages. You just want to give them kind of a placeholder where everything goes. Let me see. So yeah, so maybe you have your plant page. I'm going to delete this video. So I'm going to put like this on. So they're going to put an image or a video and then some text. So you're going to give them the wireframe, the template for this site. The question is, how do I easily make a copy for every student from my original Google site? Google Classroom works with Google Sites, kind of. So the challenge with Google Classroom is that it only works with view and students can edit. So Google Sites won't do the whole make a copy for each student through Classroom. Hopefully someday, but not currently. Now, some of you are familiar with the old URL trick that you can use in Google Docs, slides, and so on. You're probably familiar with, like, you just delete the word edit and then you add the word copy. That works with Google Sites, kind of. It's slightly different. And this is what I just recently learned because I had tried just adding copy to the end of my site and it doesn't work. So let me show you how you can do it. So here is my Google site. And your site does not need to be published. You're going to use the editable version, not the public version. Now let's take a closer look at the URL. So sites.google.com. And then you've got this long string of text right here. Okay. And then you have the letter P and then another long string of text right there. And then the word edit. To make a copy of a Google site, you are going to delete everything up to the letter P. So this part that I just highlighted, this is the page ID. This part back here, 15KREY, all that crazy stuff, that is my site ID. So I'm going to delete the page ID. I'm going to leave the letter P, so it said /P. Now, copy does not work, but you can type in template/preview, and that will work. If I actually get it in there correctly. And this is a huge benefit for teachers because you can now give students access to a template that they can make a copy of and then fill in with their own information. And this can save a ton of class time from having to design the site. So I'll do it one more time. I think I messed up the URL template. Whoops. And some of you may have seen my Facebook post today. Is this trick in graphic form? Template/preview. Oh my. Funky. May have to publish it. Let me try. I'll try it one more time. It works. Trust me. Even the tech guy has tech issues from time to time. But that is a super handy trick, and Google only just recently made that possible. So that's a relatively new thing. Once you have that URL, you can drop that template/preview link into Google Classroom and turn that into an assignment, and then students are able to click the link, make a copy, and work from there. So it's a good option to have available, especially if you enjoy working with Google Sites. So I'll try it one more time, see if we can get it to work here. Make sure I'm spelling it right. So yeah, so give it a try, and you'll have hopefully more success than I do. So those are some of the tips and the tricks that I'll be sharing during Wednesday webinars with John. Some of the sessions are focused on a particular tool. So I'll do a session on Google Slides, Google Docs, Jamboard, Google Meet. Some of the sessions are focused on a teaching strategy. So how to leave better comments, how to do group projects, and some sessions are on other related Google products or other web-based products. So I got a session on Screencastify, Flipgrid, Pear Deck, and Nearpod. We're going to do a compare and contrast between those two products as well. So I hope you'll consider joining me for Wednesday webinars with John. If you're interested in learning more, I'll go ahead and drop a link to the page that has all of the information. And for some of you, one of the big draws might be the ability to earn continuing education credit. I have been able to obtain permission to offer CEU credit for each session. So if you attended all of them, you could get 30. Probably, I doubt anybody will attend all 30, but if you need 5 credits, if you need to get, 6 a year or something like that, you could easily do that between October and May during the webinar series. All that information is on this page here. I will drop that in the chat for you to check out. And you can register. Cost is $99 a person. Last week, I did offer a 50% discount. All of those discounts were quickly used. But I think the $99 is a good value for the number of sessions and the quality of resources that I'll be providing. If you can't attend the live sessions, I should mention you are able to watch the replay. You can earn continuing education credit for the replays as well. And that's been very convenient for teachers. Some teachers only watch the replay. I'd love to have you join me live, but not necessarily. You don't have to if your schedule doesn't work out at that time. You're welcome to hang out with me and watch the video. Well, that's it for me today. Wednesday webinars with John start next week. I hope you'll consider signing up and check it out and hang out with me. Take care.